This is Tfue, one of the most skilled and controversial players in Fortnite's history. But then one day, he quits the game, almost never to be seen again. So what exactly happened to Tfue? Turner Tfue Tenney was born on January 2nd, 1997 in Florida. His nickname was randomly picked because he wanted a 4-letter tag, though he wouldn't play any video games at all until he turned 13 years old. Growing up, like most kids, Tfue didn't like school one bit. He even went as far to say, "I went to middle school for a week. It sucked. I dipped." And because of that, he was homeschooled. Tfue was in Khan Academy and worked his way through high school in just 1 month. Although his dad said that despite this, they were out working up to 100 hours a week selling TV antennas together. This was definitely unusual, but Tfue was not exactly a normal kid, and when it came into gaming in the future, that fact was made clear to everyone right off the start. Anything that spiked adrenaline and anything crazy was right up Tfue's alley. He surfed, skateboarded, cliff dived, and more. Tfue, maybe hinting at a skill in Fortnite, could easily have gone pro in surfing. He won a ton of competitions doing it. Tfue's real start with his whole journey on the internet, though, was just around the corner. Tfue's brother Jack began filming videos when Tfue was 8 and his brother was 12. They'd record themselves doing crazy stunts, and the videos began to get more and more views than the kids would have ever expected. That channel is called Juke Squad PBJT, Juke being a local insult, and it has over 5 million subscribers now. As the years went on, the brothers experimented with a bunch of different kinds of videos.
Yeah, dude, that was pretty epic. I'm not even...
And all of this YouTube experience from a super young age meant that Tfue would have an advantage when he'd later start uploading onto his own channel. However, at 13 years old, Tfue started playing RuneScape, and then Halo, and finally, Call of Duty. The game he would put on his brand new YouTube channel that he made May 22nd, 2014.
Because I'm dying from that building 100% of the time.
Flag! Overtime!
Advanced Warfare Momentum Spawn Trapping 126-24 with KF5 might not exactly be the same clickbaity titles that YouTubers like to use today, but it's the start of a YouTube channel that now has over 12 million subscribers today. He'd start posting Destiny clips, eating a Carolina Reaper, and more random things. As he posted videos, his Twitch also grew.
Alright, push me if you can. Push me if you can. Try to clear ads.
No ads. I think we're good. I think we're good on ads.
Alright, who's gonna grab the part? I'm down, I'm down. Grab the part. Whoever's next.
Alright, so I dropped the part.
Good stuff, boys. Good stuff.
Alright, GG.
At this time, he wasn't super big by any means, but he was getting some donations, and his videos were doing super decent for being pretty new to the internet as a whole. However, that would all change when he started playing Battle Royales, the same format of game that Fortnite is, of course. BRs really began blowing up in 2013 with DayZ, which eventually spawned the game H1Z1. This, maybe arguably even more than Fortnite, can really be cited as the reason for Tfue's insane success online. On December 20th, 2016, Tfue would upload his first H1Z1 video.
Oh my, we are dead. Oh my, what are you doing?
It was H1Z1 that Tfue would begin playing against Ninja, and they'd start to build a bit of a rivalry. Yeah, that Ninja.
I'm not seeing enough movement. Oh my god.
His channel began to grow rapidly, and he'd have hit 68,000 subscribers by 2018. But there was no way that Tfue could have prepared himself for what happened next, because there was a new game on the horizon, one that would change Tfue's life forever. On February 2nd, 2018, Tfue uploaded his first ever Fortnite video. He was almost instantly a legend at the game, understanding maybe better than anyone at the time what to do in a battle royale. He was building better than anyone, aiming better, and was considered the best player from almost his first time playing the game. His videos and channel kept getting bigger, despite his setup at the time being a little less than ideal.
It's my Logitech C922 or something like that, I don't know. And then I got another C920 over there, so I got 2 webcams, but I don't really use that. There's a broken vape, there's a watch.
He was continually dropping some of the highest kill games we had ever seen and playing with tons of other massive creators. It seemed like overnight he had just taken over Fortnite, and that wasn't completely wrong.
Bro, this building is so big. Yes!
Although he didn't know this at the time, as you may know, Tfue and FaZe would end up having a lot of drama. But we'll cover that in a bit, because around this time, Tfue began playing Friday Fortnite tournaments with FaZe Banks, but the real discovery was after he duoed with Cloaksy.
They're fighting? Nice!
I don't think I should challenge him.
Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go, baby!
Tfue was getting noticed by massive creators, and with only 70,000 subscribers, Tfue was invited to the biggest organization in the gaming world, FaZe Clan, on April 30th, 2018. This signing seemed to be the best thing he could do at the time, and his channel began growing even faster than before once he signed that contract. However, as we mentioned, this would come to bite him later on. Only a month after signing, Tfue hit 1 million subscribers. He was blowing up, but his success meant that more eyes were on him, and Tfue would have his first of many controversies. In May 2018, Tfue got banned for 30 days on Twitch for saying a racial slur on stream.
Appeared to be wearing a dark skin, and he was starting to run from me in a fight, and I said, "Where is this?" I didn't mean it in a racial way at all. People think that the player that I was playing verse was a black character. It was actually a Twitch Prime skin that kind of resembles a raccoon.
He argued against the action because the word wasn't used in a racial matter, he said, and Twitch ended up reducing the ban to just 7 days. There were a lot of people angry at Twitch about this, and even a few news articles because Tfue was just that popular at the time. This controversy flew past him pretty quickly, luckily, and he was able to get past it without too many real issues, something he wouldn't be able to do so easily in the future. But at this time, it was all good. He returned to Fortnite streaming, competing, and just flat out dominating lobbies. Around this time, Tfue began competing in tournaments with big names like Myth, Nadeshot, and FaZe Banks.
Oh my boy, 1 by 1. Oh my.
Wait, he's not in zone. That's not in zone. You gotta go kill him. Yeah, that's not in zone. It's not in zone.
He's gonna fall damage, huh?
No, you have to go. You have to go.
No, let him come down.
Yo, look at how smart he is. Look at how smart he is. Let's go.
This guy's nuts, dude.
Dude, watch him whip out a sniper, bro.
There you go.
Even crazier than just doing well in early Fortnite tournaments, what really made Tfue stand out is the fact that he created an entirely new meta called ghost peeking. Ghost peeking is when you uncrouch, shoot super quickly, and crouch again over a wall, meaning that the other person can't even see you, but you're still able to hit them.
Kid.
And as I'm sure you all know, Tfue played a big hand in helping me blow up as a Fortnite streamer during this time. Around June 2018, I competed against Tfue in Fortnite, and guess what? I destroyed him.
What the f?
But despite everything going well for him once again, Tfue would find himself in some more hot water, this time with Epic Games themselves. If you were to watch one of his later videos, you'd see that Tfue uses default skins exclusively. And that's because Tfue was actually accused of buying and selling accounts on Fortnite, which is of course against Epic Games' terms of services.
My alt account, that was inactive as well, and I had no clue what was going on. Like, I didn't know if it was like the game messing up or something. I checked my emails. I had nothing in my emails, so I was just like freaking out. I was like, I don't know what's going on. Like where are my accounts banned? Like, that's what I assumed. And then Lumen messaged me on Twitter. He's like, we detected buying and account sharing, and we decided to take action on your accounts, which was the only 2 accounts I had at the time. FaZe Tfue alt. Because buying and selling accounts is not okay. It is against TOS. It is completely my fault that my accounts are completely banned, gone.
He lost access to FaZe Tfue and his alt account Tfue, though took full responsibility and admitted that he broke TOS. But this marked the beginning of a new and truly memorable era of Tfue. On this fresh account, Tfue claimed that he wouldn't be buying any skins, and in a way, he became known for only using default skins. Many claim that Epic Games made a mistake with banning him. His refusal to buy skins meant that they missed out on a ton of money from fans that followed his actions. It was a bit of of a protest, but it really built Tfue's brand to be what it is today. Once again, after all this cleared up, it seemed like Tfue might finally be done with controversy. But in what'll become a pattern for him, Tfue wasn't clear quite yet, because in August 2019, Tfue got hacked. Literally all of his accounts, Instagram, Twitter, and everything else you could think of began posting racist comments. There were tweets against his old friends like Ninja, Myth, and Keemstar, and nobody knew what was going on. But after a week, Tfue luckily managed to get his YouTube and most of his accounts back. So all is good now, right? Nope, because 2 weeks after that, his YouTube channel got deleted and his Twitch suspended. Tfue hadn't been able to stream for weeks at this point, and streamers taking any time off could lead to them losing out on a ton of money and risk their viewers forgetting about them. When they aren't streaming, people will just cancel their subscriptions or just forget to renew them entirely. But thankfully, after over a month of being banned for something completely out of his control, Tfue finally got everything back. But his comeback was bigger than anybody could have imagined. Despite him being gone for so long, people were hyped when he returned to the streaming world. People loved watching him play on his return. He was streaming every day, getting tons of viral clips and killing it. So near the end of 2018, Tfue, despite all his previous controversies, seemed to be doing well yet again. He began competing in more and more tournaments, and they were going extremely well for him to say the least.
Too much fall damage, he's gonna push in the zone. He's in the bottom fighting now. Tfue gets another one. That's 5 elims. Makes it to top 3. 2 left.
And all the loot's falling to Tfue. He's trying to drop on down. Can he drop his opponent in time? Tfue spraying out the build. Here he goes. Are you kidding me? Tfue with the win.
Tfue's iconic use of the default skin all throughout these tournaments continued to set him apart from other players, and many of his fans still supported this and found it honestly pretty funny. He was winning so much money from Epic Games without having to give them $1 back from the item shop, and in September, he and Cloaksy again won another tournament, this time being the fall Skirmish.
Is Tfue actually going to win this with bandages? You gotta be kidding me! What? With 3 bandages! That was the most chaotic ending I've seen.
He was getting so famous for being insane at Fortnite that Mr. Beast himself hand-delivered him $10,000 one time.
Yeah, my PayPal broke and I wanted to donate to you, so like the only logical thing to do is just come here. Whatever game you play next, every kill you get, I'm gonna give you $500.
Alright.
Yeah, it's just...
Yo, it's Mr. Beast, bro. Yo, Mr. Beast is at my house and he's trying to donate to me IRL.
Tfue was loved by everyone, but next was gonna be the hardest tournament ever, the Fortnite World Cup. Hosted in New York City in 2019, it was the tournament everyone tried to compete in, and so obviously Tfue had to qualify. However, this time, against such an insane group of players, Tfue and Cloaksy sadly didn't qualify into the duo section of the tournament. But thankfully, Tfue did qualify in week 3 for solos, and in his mind was ready to take home first place in New York.
You qualified before you were a barcode in solos, right? Yep. No barcodes have qualified.
But naturally, he was at a bit of an unfair competition, because Fortnite had just lowered the age range for competitors to 13 years old. That meant that Tfue would be against players that had literally grown up playing Fortnite. Most of the players he was up against were in high school and middle school. For qualifying, players earned $50,000, and Tfue was excited to see how much he'd win in the actual event, but he didn't. In fact, Tfue didn't even make it to the top 50. He got 67th place out of 100 solos.
He certainly was quenched in his thirst, but then Tfue now, this is, sometimes you're flying and then you just become a magnet, and that is unfortunate.
Fans were shocked, as his performance wasn't up to what they considered Tfue's standard, and many claimed that he didn't care about Fortnite anymore, and this was the start of his downfall. There are a lot of factors that go into play when it comes to losing, but Tfue might have had something else on his mind. You see, in May of 2019, a few months before this tournament, Tfue dropped a video called My Response, something Tfue is exclusively known for now.
And if only you guys could see what is in this contract. I can't disclose what is within this contract, but FaZe Clan, please release the contract for the public to see. Let me show the public. Just give me permission to show these people the truth that is within this contract. That's all I really have to say.
This was all over Twitter, and Tfue was suing FaZe Clan, claiming they encouraged things like underage drinking, making him sign a contract too young, and taking way too much of his earnings. But Tfue didn't realize that he wouldn't have a lot of people on his side on this lawsuit. Those like Ninja, Keemstar, and even a lot of his fans claimed that FaZe made Tfue who he was, and he didn't really have a right to complain.
I want you guys to understand something very important too. FaZe and Banks have every right to be super emotional. What you guys are about to see right now, Sunday, April 1st, this is the day, like this is when Tfue got signed with FaZe. Look at these graphs.
His team came out with a statement showing that they hadn't taken any of his hundreds of thousands of dollars in winnings, and things just got more and more complicated in Tfue's life because of this. Tfue began losing hundreds of thousands of followers as the case continued, and it was by no means looking good. But the statement from FaZe did allow for some speculation, as Tfue specifically mentioned that he was suing for brand endorsements. News articles once again were talking about Tfue. This was huge money and a serious contract that had a lot of information being spread across social media. FaZe Clan even went so far as to say that Tfue violated his contract by leaking a lot of confidential information over social media. So it was a mess. FaZe Clan brought out the counter lawsuit, and things seemed like they couldn't get worse. People were waiting to hear what would happen, but they waited and waited until the case was mysteriously settled by both parties. Tfue was finally out of his contract, and if you remember, Ninja was one of the people that backed FaZe. Well, that was actually because Tfue and Ninja had been beefing during that time, just like they did way back in H1Z1. A big reason for this was that Tfue decided to stream during a Mr. Beast rock, paper, scissors tournament that people were specifically asked not to stream because it was for charity and not for profit. But yeah, Tfue still streamed it and managed to leak Mr. Beast's phone number in the process, just keeping up his controversial history as a streamer. Ninja proceeded to call him out on Twitter, and Tfue responded by trash talking him on stream.
Mr. Beast is like, Tfue, you're a fucking scumbag. I'll be like, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I deserve it. I'm a fucking idiot. But like, Ninja shouldn't be talking shit because he's a fucking and he needs to keep his goddamn mouth shut. All right?
Sadly though, for a lot of fans, as all of this drama with FaZe and Ninja seemed to fizzle out, so did Tfue's love for Fortnite.
That's a win. Proper job. You insane, Turner!
Let's go!
Let's go, baby! Dirty bomb!
It seemed like he was moving on to a new battle royale, stepping away from Fortnite, but people weren't too sure how they felt about it. He even played a little bit of Apex Legends, but it seemed he couldn't stay away from Fortnite too long because he came back on April 3rd, 2022.
Fortnite squad, baby, we're back. Dude, we're on Fortnite, boys. Let's get it, baby. Yeah.
Fortnite, fun.
I think I'm level 100.
Look at this guy using his default skin, bro. Oh,
it's not default, it's the commando. Do you even play Fortnite?
Once again, he was winning tournaments after teaming up with Scoped, breaking world records in the game. And it was like old Tfue had returned without ever leaving. But it only really lasted a year, because his next journey in streaming would be something that no one really expected. Everything up until this point for Tfue had been shooter games, and even more specifically, battle royale games. But now Tfue saw potential in a game that we all know and love, but didn't expect Tfue to ever play: Minecraft. More specifically, Minecraft speedrunning. It was blowing up around this time, with a lot of big streamers like XQC jumping on the bandwagon. Tfue decided to hop on over and test it out for himself. New metas were being learned constantly, and with it, new world records. So, despite it not being a battle royale game, it made sense that Tfue would want to try his hand at it, and he was seriously good at it too. During this time, he'd go back and forth between the two games, winning tournaments like Twitch Rivals and still getting new world records in Minecraft. It seemed he finally found a good balance between the games he loved the most and how he wanted to pursue his streaming career. Although things seemed off, Tfue grew absent, and people began wondering what he was doing and where he'd gone. But we'd soon find out, because on June 20th, 2023, everything changed. Tfue posted a video called Goodbye. In it, he thanked his fans for supporting him throughout the years. He felt like he was so busy making content that he wasn't able to really live his life, which is a true truth that we hear from massive creators far too often. So it seemed like Tfue was finally leaving YouTube and parting with gaming as a whole. People of course supported the decision. He had done so much for every community he'd been in, and despite his controversies, he still managed to get a massive fan base of diehard fans who just loved his personality. Many totally understood where he was coming from and wished him a farewell. He did say he'd be back someday, but people had no idea when that would be. However, with his silence, just how long someday would be was revealed to be about 4 months. Now, returning to the internet, wearing a kick hat and signing a new contract, it's unclear what his plans are exactly going forward. Right now, a lot of his content is focused around his real life, and he even posted some vlogs over on X.
I've never seen weather in waves this big before. The beach is like not even existent.
But knowing him, he could do anything and probably do it well. If you did make it to this point of the video though, drop a sub to the channel and click one of the videos that just popped up. I'm sure you'll love it. So, peace.